Everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Y'all see it? We are making some very easy candied yams today. And I like making mine on top of the stove because when it's holiday time, my oven is tied up with other things like turkey or maybe baking macaroni and cheese. So I like doing mine on top of the stove. And my mom used to do hers on top of the stove too when she just really needed to get them done quick. So I couldn't find my little peeler, y'all. So I had to go old school like my mama and just use my little paring knife and get these potatoes cut up. I used 3, maybe like medium potatoes. I tried to cut them about ½ inch or so, I guess. Some of them were more even than others. Some people like to dice them, so however you like to do your sweet potatoes is fine. And I was trying not to do too much because it's just me and my dude number 1, okay? So this is gonna be very quick and easy. Now, in times past, I've only used nutmeg in my sweet potatoes or yams, candied yams, because that's what my mom used. And our sweet potatoes they mimicked the taste of our sweet potato pies. But today I'm gonna use not only nutmeg, I'm gonna use some other spices as well, okay? So I have, like I said, about 3 medium sweet potatoes. I've already washed and scrubbed them. I've already washed my hands too. Y'all don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands because that's just nasty. I have 1 cup of regular granulated sugar. I have about ½ cup of brown sugar. I'll be using just a pinch of salt. Now, because nutmeg is my favorite spice, I'm gonna start with ½ teaspoon of nutmeg. I'll add a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon. I've never done cinnamon nor ginger in our yam. So ground ginger, I'm gonna use a 4th teaspoon of that. Of course, we're gonna hit it with a good tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then I'm gonna squeeze some orange juice inside too. I know a lot of people like to use like an orange extract as well in their yams. So we're gonna try that today. I have a stick of unsalted butter, all right? Now, at any point during this recipe, if you feel like you need to add more butter, more sugar, then you can do that as well. You guys, this is so easy. And I really love the fact that it frees up my oven, okay? So let's get started in getting everything in this skillet. I'm gonna turn it on maybe like a medium because I wanna get my butter melted. Now we have to be mindful because we don't want like a real rolling boil because we're not trying to make some caramel sauce with this brown sugar when we add it, okay? So we're gonna start by adding our stick of butter, and I just need this to melt down, all right? Now we're gonna just let this go a few minutes until it melts down, and then we'll add our sugar. That's melted down enough. We're gonna add our brown sugar. And you guys, sweet potatoes, I had some brown sugar mixed in this 1 cup too, because at first I was gonna put both of them in there together. Then I decided I wanted a little bit more sugar, so I tried to take that brown sugar out and it left a little residue in there. But sweet potatoes hold a lot of water, okay? So you definitely do not need to add any water to this. Add my ½ teaspoon of nutmeg. Ooh, this is getting ready to smell so good. My 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. As that continues to melt down, I hope I gave you guys the right ingredients in the beginning. I'm gonna do a 4 teaspoon of ginger too. I don't know if I said 1/4 or 1/8. So 1/4 teaspoon of ginger and cinnamon. I'll probably end up adding a little bit more. I may add a little bit more cinnamon, but in any event. Try not to turn it up too high because I want it to do a little simmer, but not boiling. Okay, we've got to get all of that sugar melted down, all right? And in the meantime, I'm gonna squeeze some orange juice. Ooh. I don't want to see any of those sugar crystals. Ah, it smells so good, y'all. Vanilla extract. Good old tablespoon at least. And I'll just measure the salt out. We'll do about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm gonna turn my burner down a little bit. This is set on about 2 until it cools down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna go on and start adding my potatoes. Be careful, this mixture is really hot. It smells so good. You can also do this in a regular pot too if you didn't want to do it in like a skillet. But like I said, since I didn't have but so many, you know, I only did 3. I didn't feel like I needed to use a pot. Trying to be careful and get these coated and not sling this hot buttery sauce on me. And I'm gonna taste my sauce in just a minute to see if I need to sprinkle any more of my desired spices in here. Okay, I'm gonna turn me back up just a little bit. Let me put it on 5 for right now. I want just a little simmer. Now we're going to end up kind of letting these steam for maybe about 10, 15 minutes or so. It just depends on how tender you like your sweet potatoes, you know. You like them with a little firmness to them, they're not that long. We prefer ours soft, but I don't want them mushy. And as this heats up, it's going to start releasing some of that water out of the potatoes, okay? And I kept my little end pieces. Some people don't keep the little end pieces. I did. You might as well. Okay. Now let me taste this sauce. And see if I feel like I need to add anything. Let's see. Ooh, that's good. No. Oh my. Okay. We are good. Wait a minute. Maybe get a little bit more of that. Yes, sir. They're not overly sweet. Okay. So we're gonna start once we get that little simmer. Then I'm gonna cover them. Okay, I see they're starting to simmer a little bit around the edge. See some little bubbling going on. That's good, y'all. Good. I'm barely seeing some little bubbles around the edge. Y'all see it kind of moving a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn them down on low. And then we're going to cover them and let them continue to steam and cook. Okay, it's been about 12 minutes and they're not quite as tender as I want them to be, but they're coming along. What I do not want is this watery sauce, okay? I'm used to my mama's kind of creamy, thicker sauce. So I've taken some all-purpose flour. I have about 1/4 of a cup in here. May or may not use all of it, we'll see. But I'm going to make a slurry. So I'm just taking some of this juice. Let me get another spoon now that I've stuck that one in there. Got it. I don't want to stick that back in there because it's going to put some flour in there, and I'm not ready to add my flour yet because I need to make my slurry. Okay, so we're going to mix this and get it smooth enough where I can pour it. Okay, I don't like a watery. Oop. Don't want a watery okay, I'm trying to finish these, babe. I don't want a watery sauce, okay? So I'm going to keep adding it until I get it to my consistency that I want. And it's not going to take much. Like I said, I might not even need all of this. But I don't want it too thick because I don't want it to end up being gummy. You know what I mean, jelly bean? Do not want it gummy. Okay. I'm gonna add some more. Okay. So this is pretty much the consistency that I want, all right? So we're just gonna add a little bit at a time. Stir, 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 stir. I don't wanna get my big whisk because I don't wanna break my potatoes all up, okay? But I'm just gonna stir, 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 stir. You wanna do this while it has a little boil going on, okay? Stir, 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 stir. And it's just going to thicken it up just a little bit. Turn it up just a little bit more. Because when you're making gravy and sauces, you know, you need it really hot and boiling pretty much when you stir it in so it won't get lumpy. And the fact that it was already kind of smooth helps it not be lumpy. At least in my opinion, it does. How about that? Stir, 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 stir. And you guys, when I had the lid on, because it has that little hole where the steam can come out, that's why it didn't boil over. If you have the type of pots or pans that do not have that little hole for that steam to release, you know, you have to go old school and just kind of put it on where it's not all the way on, where it's tilted so the steam can release. Okay? Okay. So as that continues to cook, but can you tell any difference? It's gonna thicken up even more, a little bit more, but it's not as runny like water like it was, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid back on and we're gonna go at least probably about another 5 minutes and then we should be good. So we continued to kind of simmer or boil about 5 more minutes after adding my slurry, and you guys look at the difference. You can kind of tell that it's not as watery. Now let me try to move this without breaking them up. You see the difference in the sauce? It's not like it's water. It's almost like a gel kind of syrup. Look at that. So that's what I wanted. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna move them because it'll help me. I think it'll help make my thumbnail look better. So hopefully they'll just kind of slide in there. I don't want them to break all up, so we'll see. Why are you in the bag, sir? What you looking for?
What you want?
Who makes you think I bought you something?
It's gotta be me, girl.
What's the matter
I
with
just
you?
see it.
You speaking to everybody? It is hot. Okay, let me get your spoon out.
I'm maintaining myself, people. Don't look bad. Oh.
Wait a minute, wait. When you taste it, tell them y'all say, wait. Wait. Now make sure you where you need to be. Good, don't you drop these. Can y'all see it? Please don't let me drop this board. Move over to your right, just a tad. Okay. I need to stand on my tippy toes. You ready for Thanksgiving now? They good. Aren't they good?
Yeah, they are. They really.
Let me take some. I just be. Y'all look at the syrup, y'all. See, it's not all runny. Yes, it's kind of like, what? Kind of gooey and jelly. Ooh, yes. I got it. I got it. Yeah, it drop on me. Now that is so good. And then you don't have to, you licking it. It's worth it. You don't lick it. What's the matter? It make you want to lick your finger. But that way you don't have to top your oven. You know what I mean? You can just do it on top of the stove. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I wanted to tell you guys? Cook them to your desired tenderness. And when you add that slurry to thicken it up, just make sure you keep it moving so it won't clump up on you, okay? If you don't like the spices that I use, or you prefer more ginger or more cinnamon, some people don't care for nutmeg. You don't have to add nutmeg. Baby, that's the first time I did it, and I added ginger. I usually just do nutmeg, but I added ginger and cinnamon. You want to lick that so bad. I can see. Go ahead, baby. You can lick it. Help yourself. Is it going to drip? That's right, baby. Lick the bowl. Lick the bowl, baby. Lick the plate all you want to. You are really licking that plate. You was really licking the plate. Ooh, y'all, that's good. Make me ready for Thanksgiving. We need a little dressing with that, babe. Yes. Listen, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
I hit the nose.
That's turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing whatever it is we are doing. He couldn't say it this time because he's too busy licking the plate. But y'all try this recipe. It's really easy. They'd be requesting, y'all, requesting your yams for the holidays. Are you still, maybe there's, I don't think he can get anything else off of there. All right, listen, I'm gonna take this. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye. You still a licking and you can get some more, babe. Bye, y'all.